Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Sims 4 Covenant Legacy Challenge. My name is ronaldthesimmer, and this is episode 18. So, we are here at the new Castle Odina, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and pause because I don't want the game to run right now because I have a few things that I want to do after I get done letting you guys see how I have created the castle. So, I want to say a few things before I do start off this episode, guys. I might cut out a lot because I'm currently sick. I'm very sick, actually. I um I have I mean that's part of the reason why I haven't put out another episode. I'm actually feeling a little better now. I'm not like sluggish anymore, and I'm able to actually get out of my bed now. But like for the past few days, I was not able to like get out of my bed. Like the only thing I was able to do was literally build this castle. And then I would have to take breaks in between that because it was I forgot to have to edit the castle a little bit more because one of the towers is missing. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yes, I was taking breaks in between that because um I was very weak. I'm already coughing. I just have to cut out there. But yeah, I have like a bad cough right now, so forgive me if um I sound out of the ordinary or anything like that. I'm gonna try my best to be as not transparent, be as vocally understanding. Um, but I guess we can go ahead. I can go ahead and start showing you. I, I'm a little all over the place right now, but this is how the inside of the castle looks right here in the courtyard area. So I have this little area going on here. I think it's really nice. I feel like it's better than what I had before. And this time I have like a wall, almost a wall that seems to cover the whole castle here. But this is how it looks. I do want to add more details to it because I do feel like it's still a little bit plain. But I feel like this castle is a lot better than what I had before. I really do like it. I made sure that also before I do say this, I did end up moving the girls. I moved everyone to a new world. This I mean when I mean by new world, a new save file. They're still in Windenburg, of course, but I did move them to a new save file. I I've been keeping this to myself for a while, but in the old save file, I have been having like a lot of troubles um with not it my game didn't crash a lot, but it barely ever crashes. But in the old save file, there'll just be like little glitches that were very bad that didn't happen in my other save files, and I think that game save was corrupted or something like that because a lot of stuff in that game in that save file was just very wacky, which is why I felt like a lot of like when I would invite Sims over, like Lady Margaret or just certain Sims in general, they wouldn't show up. I think that was because the game file was corrupted. So I I decided to move into a new save file. I try my best to replicate the relationships that they used to have. I have to go back because I still have the old save file. So I'm actually gonna go back into the world and like the next few episodes or probably off screen. Um, well, I won't, of course, show you guys that, but I'll be going to the old world, the old save file, to make sure that I get all of the relationships right. I already have like her relationships with her ladies together. But as for her daughters, when they did arrive in this new world, they gave them a high relationship, which is something that Korean Orland never had with her daughters. So I still need to edit that. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. But this is how the castle does look. I kind of towards the end of the build, I kind of got lazy because I was like, I was building this castle for like 4 days straight, nonstop. Um, and I just kind of got lazy when it came to right here. But instead of my yapping, let's start getting you guys to see the inside. So, over here we have the horse pens, which will be for our horses and stuff like that. Moon does come up in here; she sleeps in here. And then I have cat litter boxes in here because I don't want the cat litter boxes hanging outside, and I don't want them inside the castle, so I put them inside the horse pens because I feel like that just makes sense to me. Uh, but yes, what else? You come up in here. Oh my God, what the hell is Moon doing in here? Okay, I might have to lock this area for. Oh my God, that is insane. That is insane. Okay, I might let her stay in here actually because I think that's kind of cool. But Moon, this is the entrance to the castle. I think in the future I'm going to put like portraits of like royals along these walls and stuff like that because I just feel like it would make sense. I have like a lot of these like little windows. They're not technically windows, but like I don't know. I just think they look cool, and I felt like they really fit the aesthetic of the castle that I was going for. So I want to start on this side of the castle. Right here we have like the kitchen area, which is only exclusively for the port. So this right here is only for port, which is our household. Every other household does have their own kitchen, so I made sure that everybody had their own kitchen because I didn't want to share a kitchen anymore. I was getting quite tired of that, so I decided to make our own kitchen, and this is how it looks. I really like the way it turned out. I feel like it's very medieval. Um, and yeah, this is how it looks. I really love it. And then over here we have the dining hall. So I really did try my best with this. Because sometimes I feel like um most times I feel like we're gonna have lots of feasts, and I wanted to make sure that we had like a lot of room in the castle for everyone to eat at, and when we did throw our parties and have feasts and whatnot, and I made sure that this part of the castle is highly decorated. Tell me what you guys. Oh, I'm gonna wait for that. But right here is where we're gonna like when food is being made, I'm gonna put the food right here so that they can come and grab. But this table right here is gonna be for strictly the royal family, while everyone can sit at these tables if they so please. But yes, this is what I did in this little dining hall. I thought it was really nice. I like the way it turned out. I still might decorate it a little bit more because I do feel like it's a little bit all over the place. But I do like the way it turned out. I really feel like it's really cute and stuff like that. So yeah. Then when you leave this area, you come to the throne room. I really like these like little windows within the castle because it's gonna make for good storytelling. Um, I think it's gonna be really cool. And I can't wait to use it. But you come into the throne room right here, and this is how it indeed looks. So this is how the throne room looks. I really love the way this turned out as well. Um, it's so pretty in here. Uh, I decided to give them a debating stance because I felt like the queen would talk on these things a lot more often. I'm probably going to get the princesses and the queen to start practicing their debate skills, and I feel like logistically for the game, it'll be cool to see the people or the court come into the queen as she talks because with this debating thing, people will like surround you when you're talking. So I thought it was very cool to I thought it was very cool to put this right here. So this is what I have going on here. Um But yeah, this is how the throne room turned out. I really love the way it turned out. It's so cute. Over here is the council room. So of course this has a window going through it too. Um, and this is how the council room looks right here. So in the futures, I'm so sorry guys. In the future, more like anytime, this can happen all anytime to be honest, but this is where they will hold their council meetings. Council meetings, of course, happen all the time. So this is where council meetings will be held from now on. Really like the way this room turned out as well. I might still decorate a little bit more because I didn't realize how barren this room looked a little bit. But yeah, this is how the council room looked. And then to the side here, um, and I'm so sorry that this is not like this grand tour. Um, I kind of just want you guys to see what is going on in the castle because I do want to start the storyline for today because we are meeting with the king of Hollow today, King Vladislav, and he's gonna come around 8 p.m. So I want to make sure that we are that's why I have to pause right now because I don't want the game to fly by too soon. And I'm going to discuss a few things that happened last episode that were cut out of the episode because a lot of stuff happened that you guys didn't see. But we're going to talk about that after I get done with the tour. But you there's like two entrances to this area, but through the throne room you come through here, and then there's this entrance right here as well, where you have the party room, or the ballroom is what you would usually say. And this is where parties will be held. This is where parties will be held. And yeah, I really like the way this turned out as well. This is some place where the queen will sit. Um and I just really think it's really pretty in here. It is really pretty in here. I have like a little bar stance right here, and they have this place where they will have food served, which I did not have often. I might actually put more when parties have like around the castle, when parties are happening around the castle. But um, yeah, I like the way this turned out. This all right here is a part of our household. So this is not public to anybody. It's just a part of our household in the for rent back. So this is how the ballroom looks. I really like the way this turned out. It's really pretty. Now, when you come from the right side of this castle, you come to the left. I'm actually gonna go ahead and um light all candles right now. You come through here, and there's windows that are up in these quarters as well. Um, but you come through here and there, oh, look at Matthias, and Princess Dianira. There is this window right here, and there is like a little living area. This is not exclusive to our household. This is a public area, but I thought it was really nice, and I decorated it really well. I really love the way this room turned out. Um, I have like a few knickknacks around this area. I have like a chessboard piece here, a few bookshelves, of course a easel, and a piano here, a violin, a fireplace. Hopefully there won't be a lot of fires in this castle because I have so many fireplaces. Um, and yeah, I have like this gaming table here. But I really love the way this turned out as well. It's really pretty. Um, and then you leave this living area and you come into the prayer room or the mini chapel. Um, so I have this area where they will start to come pray. I have images of the saints here, um as they are protecting or a symbol of protecting your goddess. I do have a backstory to these skeletons, which I'm not going to get into this episode, but you will know more about the next episode, or maybe an episode where we're having prayer rites instead. But this is how the prayer room looks. It's really big, and I really love the way it turned out. Um, in the future, I'm going to have it to where when on the days of the prayer rites, Lady Margaret will come to the castle, and she is going to help the queen and the prayer rites. And I have these two chairs right here for the Queen and for Lady Margaret. So we're gonna get into that in the next episodes to come. Over here, we have these windows leading to this room, and off right here is essentially a gaming room. And this is how it looks in here. You know what I didn't add? Oh, I did. I thought I didn't add this. Um, but this is how it looks in here. I like the way this turned out as well. Um, I just wanted to make sure that they had something to do in the castle. So this is how it looks in here. Not too much to talk about, so I will just go ahead and move on this way. There is like a public bathroom in this area. So if any guests need to use a bathroom, there are bathrooms here. There's two baths and two toilets, and of course there is this counter and mirror and sink. So after you come from this area, we're gonna come over here into the library. So there is a royal library within the castle, and this is how it looks. Um, I'm not too thrilled about how the way this looks, but I mean it's not bad, and I kind of like it. I do like it, but it's not my favorite. I would say, but I think it does look nice. I tried not to put chandeliers in here because I just felt like it threw the vibe off. But there's like a lot of there's a lot of wall torches and candles around, so I just wanted to have that going around. And we have like a chess table here, um, some chairs and sofas going around. But yeah, I just wanted to give this library more of a, I don't know, more of a medieval feel. But yeah, I hope y'all like the way this looks. And this area, this whole area right here is public to everyone, so this is not exclusive to our household. Oh, I was supposed to make a bathroom right here. I kind of forgot to do it. But yeah, this whole area right here is not exclusive to our household, so this is very public to everyone. So, um, what should I do? Should I go to the second floor or to the bottom floor? I think I'll go to the bottom floor first. We'll go to the bottom floor. So, after you leave the after you leave the upstairs part, we come to the basement area where we have the training room. So this is how the training room looks. I made it a lot bigger because I kind of want them to start practicing dueling in here. So hopefully this is enough room for them to duel in. I have these things right here. They are technically electronic, but I'm going to pretend like they're not because they are actually kind of cool to have around. I wish they were like medieval training or athletic stuff in the Sims 4, like they were in the Sims 3, but there isn't. So we have to make do with what we have here. And here we have, of course, the boxing punching bags. I mean, and this is of course where they would do all their training. Now coming from this area down these long walls, we come well, there's going to be this downstairs area, but I'm going to first come through here, where the royal crypts are, where our future queens will all lie. This is how it looks in here. It's very massive, um, because you never know how many queens we might have. We are aiming to have 10 generations with this challenge, but there could be multiple queens within 10 generations. So you never know how many queens there will be. Um, I did make sure that I carried their portraits from the old save file to this one. So this is Queen Orleans portrait. I have like these custom content um shelves here. They're technically shelves, but I can put urns on them. I think because I can put books and stuff on them. So I'm hoping in the future I'll be able to put urns on them, and that way they will be kind of protected in this little shelter here. And in the future we might have like candles and flowers around this area, but every queen will have their own little place to be lied in the area. So yeah, I think this is very nice. I love the way this turned out as well. We have of course our saints protecting um we have our saints protecting the future queens here, and of course the god is looking over them. And coming down here we have the crypts for our concubines. So I do have Joel, Soren, and Matthias here. So when they pass on, their urns they will align along this surface here. Um, but yeah, this is how their portraits look. I really like the way they turned out, but I wanted to make sure we did have their portraits to remember them in the future. And this is how, of course, their their crypts look. Now the crypts for princesses, might make them at a different royal castle, which we will get into in future episodes to come. But we're gonna come back upstairs, and I did finally create a dungeon area, which it took me so long to do that in old castle, but I did it here. I wanted to make sure that we had everything here, and I kind of give them, instead of like putting sails, like bars, I put the windows that I have around the castle here, so that way they won't be able to get out. And I don't know, I don't know if I might keep the doors the same, but yeah, I like the way the dungeons turned out. I think that they kind of fit my aesthetic of what I was going for. So yeah, this is how the dungeons look, guys. Now the next thing that would be in this area would be the barracks. But the queens, I have not gotten the queen's guard from the old world. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm probably cutting out a lot because I'm coughing a lot, so my apologies. I am trying to power through this episode to try to make sure I get content out for you guys. But yeah, I have not moved the queen's guard from the old world. But hopefully in this episode or something along those lines. Maybe I can do it right now. I could probably show you guys this. Um, yeah, I could. Yeah, so I can't show you guys these. I can't show you guys these essentially apartments because they are occupied by someone, but the Queen's Guard has not moved inside of this inside the barracks, and they are currently still in the old save file, which I have not transferred them over. So hopefully by next episode I will have all of this together. But this is how the barracks look. This I really like the way this turned out. I wanted to make sure that the Queen's Guard had somewhat of a comfortable life because they are of course women, and the Queen will want to make sure that they are, well taken care of, and they are serving the Queen. They are guarding the Queen. They could possibly go off to war for the Queen, so she wanted to make sure that they did have a comfortable living situation, and this is how it looks in here. They have their own little kitchen and everything of the sorts. So yeah, this is how the barracks look, and they also have their own bathroom. But now that that has been settled, leaving the dungeon area or the basement area, we go up to the second floor. Now, going up to the second floor, we have here the birthing chamber, which does have windows through it because birthing in the castle for the royal family is a very open thing in the court. So people witness the queen giving birth many times. So I kind of want it to be like a thing to where people will gather around the window here or this opening of the wall and witness the queen giving birth if they are not allowed inside the chamber. And I even have like these chairs waiting outside if people need to sit down. I even have one right outside of here. Now coming into the birthing chamber, this is how it looks. I got custom bassinets, and this is of course how it looks in here. Um, I really like the way it turned out. I think it's really, really pretty in here. Um, and I am quite proud of the way it has been decorated in here. I even have curtains on these little openings here, just in case if the birthing becomes too much and the queen wants to close the curtains, or when the princesses um start to get pregnant, the princesses. But yeah, we have that going on, the birthing chamber. Right here is the harem. And over here is the moon apartments, which is where the young girls all stay, which is the princesses, ladies in waiting. Um, but I'm probably going to end up showing you guys how this looks maybe later on in the episode. But coming from this area, we have Lady Reagan's room. Oh, here is Lady Reagan, by the way. But we have Lady Reagan's room. Um, this is how it looks. I like the way her room turned out. I did give it a lot of details. I try to give as many as I try to give the rooms as much detail as possible. But this is how it does look in here. I think it's really, really nice. She has her own desk because, of course, she is a lady stewardess. She kind of checks after the queens. She checks the queen's money, the bank. Not the bank, because the bank technically does not exist in. Oh, what would banks exist in the medieval universe? Or what did it? I don't really. But she does handle the royal um money affairs within the kingdom. She handles the economy of the kingdom. Right here we have this little playroom for children to come in, and this little sitting area right here. Um, but I did want children to have like an area for themselves, so I kind of created this area. This is public for everyone to use, so it's not just for our part of the castle. It is for everyone to use. But this is how it looks. It does have the windows going around um the opening to this chamber. Um, then coming this way, we have Lady Giselle's chambers. So this is how her chambers looked. I really like the way this turned out. She's right now training Lady Giselle. Hello, Lady Giselle. Been a while since I've seen you, girl. Um, but this is how Lady Giselle looks. I mean, looks. This is how her rooms look. I really like the way this turned out. Um, she does have her bathroom right here. Yeah, and there's like a little window for her bathroom too. But this is how it looks in here. Then over here we have Lady Flora's chambers. She does have her own cauldron in here. And I do want to start making sure that she just starts making potions. So I made sure that there were like shelves in here. I did make sure there were shelves in here for her potions in the future. She did lose like a lot of her inventory when she did transfer to the save file, so I kind of have to restock on more stuff for her and put them inside this chest. But this is how her chambers look, of course, and this is her bed. I really like the way her room turned out as well, and of course she has her own private bathroom as well. But this is how Lady Clara's chambers look. And then you come over to Queen Orleans' room. So I really went all out for the royal families rooms, and this is kind of how it this is how it looks. I have a few I have a few you know what do we call pet beds around because of course they have their familiars. But this is how the downstairs part of her room looks. We have this cauldron in here because I do want the queen to start practicing alchemy as well. I don't want alchemy to be exclusive to the alchemist. I want it to be kind of an open thing. But Lady Clara is somewhat of the physician of the castle, so it's going to be more of a main focus for Lady Clara. But um, I do want everyone else to kind of dibble and dabble in alchemy as well. And then she has her private bathroom right here. This is how it looks. I think her private bathroom is nice. She has this opening here, so I like the way this turned out. Um, she has a really nice room. I have like a lot of these nice tapestries around the castle. We wanted to implement as much of those as possible. But yes, I like the way her room turned out. It is so beautiful. These things right here, I kind of just pretend like they're symbolizations of the moon because I don't I just I hate the fact that we don't have the moon version of this. Because as we all know, in their culture, they see the sun and the moon as saints, in a way. Then the queen has a upstairs part of her room, which this is like my favorite part of the castle. Like I kind of did this a lot within the castle. I thought it was so cool. What is this? It's a plate. But this is where the queen sleeps. Her bed is upstairs. She has like a little balcony going over her chamber here. Um, this is how her room looks. She has her desk right here. She has like a little a chess table, some another card table here. So this is how her upstairs part of her room looks. Then over here we have the queen's balcony area. I have like a little cat area right here if they need to play with it or whatever. Well, the princesses are out here talking to each other. Oh, I don't know if I. Well, I'm gonna get into that later. I keep getting sidetracked. But yeah, the um this is how the queen's balcony looks. I really like the way it turned out. It's really cute. They have a telescope out here, so I thought it was really nice to go ahead and show you this. Um, but yeah, this is the queen's chambers. Now across from the queen is Princess Elodie's chambers. So if this is how Princess Elodie's chambers looks, um, I think that is really nice. It's so pretty in here. It's very different from how her room looked in the old castle. The color scheme is a lot different. It's more light blues and stuff like that. And I did change Princess Elodie's her color scheme within her own wardrobe. So she does have uh she has lighter clothes now in terms of blues. She used to have dark blues going around, but I decided to give her more lighter blues. Because I do want there to kind of be like color scheme going on with every princess, which I'm gonna get into later in the episode. But this is how Princess Elodie's room look. I really like the way it turned out. It is so cute. Her bed is here. Um, this is her chair, and yeah, I really like the way this turned out as well. She has her bathroom here, so this is where she uses the restroom at. I think this is nice as well. It's not as decorated, but I think it's simple but efficient. Now she also does have an upstairs part of her own room. And this is of course how it looks. So she does have a balcony of her own. Um, and this is where she does her brewing of potions. She oh, one of them cats must have peed in here. Oh my god. But she also has a desk of her own. Because she's a crown princess, she's gonna probably be doing a lot of corresponding and stuff like that. So I have like even these little books and stacks of books and stuff right here to make it seem like she's a very studious princess. But yeah, this is how Princess Elodie's rooms look. I think that they are very nice. So, I think that is it for the second floor. So I guess now that the second floor is done, I will go head up to the third floor. So coming up to the third floor, I have the portraits right here of the princesses when they were children, hanging along this wall here. So um, I'm gonna try to do this a lot more often. Take portraits of the royal family and just kind of have them around the castle. But this is how it looks in this part of the castle. Um, there's like this window opening which you can look through, which kind of this is how it looks. You can see from down here on this from this chamber right here in this children's chamber, display area for the children. You can see through out of here. You can see through it. I mean, I don't know why I'm talking like this, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just really sick right now. I'm trying my best. But this is how it looks. Oh, I'm showing you guys too much. But this is how it looks. You can see through, of course, this area. I thought that was really cool. A nice little touch here. Coming to this side of the castle, we have Princess Artemis's chambers. So this is how it looks in here. I did go all out in here for Princess Artemis. This is how her bed chambers look. It's really, really nice here. She even has her own bathroom right here, her own private quarters. As you guys can see, she even has an upstairs area. This is how she has a cauldron as well. She has a fireplace. Of course, some sitting areas, some comfort seats. She also has some chess pieces and gaming tables. Um, you know, this is how it looks down here. Then you come up to this floor, and this is where Princess Artemis sleeps right here. This is her bed. She has another little sitting area up here as well. She also let me make sure she put this in her inventory. I need to get them to quit school, so I'm actually gonna probably get her to quit school in a little bit. But this is how Princess Artemis's chambers look upstairs. I really like the way this turned out in here. She has a pet bed in here for her own familiar Heidi. Even a pet bowl down here. But this is how it looks in her chambers. It is so, so, so nice. I love the way it turned out in here. I love this little tapestry on this wall as well. It shows what seems to be a woman as a warrior. So, I like the way that turned out. It's really nice in here. She even has this curtain over her little window, this little opening here. to kind of give her a little bit of privacy. I might actually do that along the bathroom walls as the bathroom openings as well. I'm gonna see. But this is how Princess Artemis's chambers look. Um, and it's just part of the harem, which hopefully you guys will get to see next this episode later in this episode or something like that. Um, but coming, yeah, this is Princess. Um, this is Princess. This is Princess Dianera's room. This is how it looks in here. Um, I like the way this turned out. I did want to give her a little bit of a color scheme here, and this is what I went with. Um, it's really nice in here in my opinion. She does not have the biggest room like her own sisters, but I mean, after all, she is a third-born princess. But Deianira, this is where she is going to start sleeping, or this is where she sleeps now. And I like the way this turned out. She has a nice little room, and this is of course her bathroom here. It's a little bit smaller, but I think it is efficient for Princess Deianira. She does not have an upstairs like her older sisters, and that's gonna happen a lot for the other princesses. Um, the eldest two daughters will have upstairs for their rooms as well as the queen. But any other princess probably won't have that. They will have larger chambers, but not so much massive ones. But right here is where the Odina apartments are, where Lady Edgona stays with Princess Celestia. So I need to show you guys how that looks sometime this episode. There's so many things you guys have not seen. Um and these are just regular. I'm about to turn on. Should I? Well, I guess I'm kind of done with the tour then. Yeah, I am. So I'll just put back on auto lights then. I'm done with the tour. So yeah, sometime this episode I am going to go show you guys how the other chambers look. But this is what I have going on right here. These chambers right here will be for future princesses. In the future I might move Dianeira's room right here because I did realize this is like a much bigger room than a room she has right now. Yeah, like look how small this room is, and then look how big this room is. So I might actually move Dianeira's chambers up here. I don't know. And then probably give Celestia these chambers. But I did want to make sure that there were bedrooms for there were 6 bedrooms for the princesses for 6 potential princesses. So uh the queen right now has, let me see, 4 daughters. So some of these rooms are going to be empty. Like these 2 rooms are going to be empty for right now because the queen does not have 6 daughters. But I'm talking about for future references. If the queen ever did have 6 daughters, these rooms would be, I would have more than enough room to have 6 daughters basically. But yeah, I am done showing you guys how the castle looks, or at least the ones that are shown to us right now. All right. So first of all, I think this episode is going to really be more of an explanation than a playthrough. I'm sorry about that. I am going to try to get a little bit of playthrough going on today. I actually might split this episode up because I might be doing this for a while actually. I might split it up into 2 parts because I do want to play the game, but I also have to explain so much to you guys. Starting off with a recap from last episode and things that happened off screen. Um, so as you guys can see, Queen Orlin looks a little bit aged. Now, this when I transferred our ladies over to this save file. Um, and I was like kind of putting everybody into their new homes and everything, making sure everything was situated, making sure that the right relationships were being distributed around. The queen aged up. And last episode, there was like a big chunk of the episode that was cut out. And it was the queen's birthday party. So the queen had a birthday party. Um, but she never aged up because for some reason, I mean, for she never aged up for some reason. I don't understand why, because I have it to where on MC Command Center, pregnancy people can age. So anybody who's pregnant, they can age up. So it was very shocking to me when I couldn't age my queen up. So I was very upset about that. I wasn't that upset about it. I I wasn't that upset about it. I decided to let the queen give birth, and I was gonna have it to where Queen Orlin, um her birthday was supposed to be this episode, and we were gonna make sure the queen gave birth this episode and have a big party for her. But she ended up aging up on her own for some reason. As you guys can see, she has a forgotten birthday. I'm gonna delete this because I feel, is it still there? No. Okay, I feel like her birthday was not forgotten. We did kind of celebrate it. But I deleted the footage because it just wasn't. I don't know. I might show you guys a little bit of the footage or some pictures that I don't know if I took pictures of it. I probably did. If I did, I'll insert them here. But yeah, the queen, she did have a birthday party, but she just never aged up, and she just ended up aging up anyway while being pregnant. So and this happened in this save file. So it was very shocking to me when she did age up because I was like, oh, I did not expect that. Um, but yeah, as you can see, she is an older woman now. She's not young as she used to be anymore. Now, she does not have a makeover yet. I wanted to wait until she gives birth to this last child. Yeah, that's all my thoughts on that. And some other things happened off screen during that party as well. For example, um, the queen, well, Princess Elodie in particular. That's why I kind of want to um fix these relationships with her mother, including with all of her children, because this is not accurate. She has a 55. It's just not accurate. And I am gonna go back into the old save file and make sure I get these numbers right, so I can replicate them in this world as well. But Queen Orlin, she got into a bit of a disagreement with Princess Elodie. I don't know what it was about, but I have like an idea of what it could have been about. Basically, what happened was Princess Elodie, during the Queen's birthday celebration, her name day celebration, they were in the party area, and she was filling her mother's stomach, and in my head canon, the Queen Orlin, like I said last episode, she expects to have a daughter. And we all know that's not a part of Giselle's plans. And something else happened off camera that you guys did not see with Giselle and the Queen, that the Queen doesn't know about. But the Queen expects to have a daughter, and she wants to have her daughter this time. She wants to have a fifth princess to further secure the Odina dynasty. Um, and I feel like Princess Elodie made a comment about saying another brother would be bad, and this happened right after Princess Elodie um felt her mother's stomach. In my head canon, I just feel like maybe Elodie made a comment about her having a possible new baby brother being born, and Queen Orlin did not like that, and she kind of shooed Elodie off, and it was just I just felt like I needed to say that because it just needs to be. I don't know. It's a part of the story, and I'm kind of building this character with Elodie, and I'm starting to feel like Queen Orlin. Though I do feel like Orlin does want Elodie, And also something else. Queen Orlin, after that happened, Queen Orlin and Princess Elodie, I don't know if it's saved, but they have a difficult family dynamic. Oh, it did save. They after that interaction, they had um a difficult family dynamic. So I just feel as if Queen Orlin, I think she respects her daughter as a princess, but as her child, she doesn't really respect her much, and I feel as if she kind of favors Artemis over Elodie. Like she wants. I don't think that she's going to like say, "Oh, Artemis should be my heir," because that's not how succession works. And it would kind of just be very stupid for her to weaken her own queendom by naming her second born daughter her heir, when obviously Elodie was the firstborn. They were twins, of course, but she is at the end of the day the firstborn princess. But um, I do feel like out of her daughters, currently Artemis is her favorite because in the old world, in the old save file, I shouldn't say old world because this is the same world, but in the old save file, um, I was looking in that episode, and Queen Orlin had the highest relationship with Princess Artemis, and she always been kind of close to Artemis. And I try not to believe it at first because I wouldn't want that for Elodie, but it's becoming too apparent for me to not mention it. So I I just wanted to say those things before I do start the gameplay. Um but yeah, I think that is all that happened off camera. Oh wait, before I do start gameplaying, Giselle, Lady Giselle here, she has been using her witchcraft to influence the queen's pregnancy. She used magic to influence her I pretended like she used magic. I mean, she kind of did use magic. She used her powers or whatever on the queen. She I pretended like she hexed carrots because realistically in real life, strawberry, like a vegetable or fruit is not going to influence the birth of a child. Uh, the gender of a child. Gender is determined by the male semen. Um, so even though carrots in The Sims are like are a form of influencing your child's gender, uh, Queen. I mean, I just pretended like Giselle hexed carrots and gave them to the queen, to feed to her to influence to make sure that she would have a son. So Lady Giselle hexed some carrots to ensure that the queen would have a son. Um, Now this is of course is very illegal, but the queen doesn't know about it, and Giselle is not going to say anything. But also with these carrots, Giselle Giselle um has also she's made them have a bit of a twist to them. The child will not only be a boy, but he might rapidly grow as well. Rapidly grow in terms of he might age a little bit faster than most boys. Um, he may be a child sooner than later. Is what basically is what I'm trying to say. He's not going to age up. I don't think I ever showed you guys Celestia's makeover. I don't think I ever did. But this is how Princess Celestia looks. But I'm gonna see her age right quick. Yeah. I'm gonna say when Prince, when this little prince is born, he is probably going to be a little bit older than Celestia. Not right away, but probably by the time she's halfway through her toddler stage, she's gonna be a child. She has hexed these carrots to speed up the process of having to make sure that her daughter is secured in marriage. She wants the royal bloodline to flow through her family bloodline as it's going to flow through Lady Audra's, and she has the queen wrapped around her finger. Little does Orlin know. Um, but in the storyline, the queen, well, Lady Giselle had carrots cut up and put them in a soup, and she sent them to the queen's chambers to basically help her with her sickness due to her pregnancy, because the queen was throwing up a lot from her pregnancy. This pregnancy in particular, I don't know why, but she was throwing up so much, and I thought it was such a cool idea like to send a soup to her and pretend like there were carrots in them. Um, but yeah, that's basically what happened off camera. I'm so sorry you guys did not get to see any of that. I'm very disappointed that you did not get to see any of that because it was such good storytelling. But yeah, I hope you guys can understand that. But Giselle has been plotting to make sure the queen does have a son. Um, but now that this has been said and done, I am going to start playing the game here. Um, and we are going to get soon prepared to invite over King Vladislaus um, to have a meeting with him because he's going to come to our court this time.
Mm.
Um, and I don't know, should we let
Mm.
the queen give birth this episode? Like I would not be upset with it. Um, I might as well give you guys something. Uh, I might as well give you guys something. Because I did a lot of talking, less playing. So I might actually let the queen give birth this episode and also have the meeting with King Vlad of Hala.
Oh,
I've been thinking about
mom.
changing the name of the kingdom as well, to make it more menacing. And the queen has come over to visit Lady Reagan. That's so nice. That's so nice. I did replicate the relationships from the old save file. I did have those written down. So Queen Orleans relationship with these ladies are pretty accurate. And I did make sure that she does hate Lady Clara and Lady Audra. I should probably get her to make them enemies. But yeah. Oh, also I want to show you guys Elodie's new. What are you coming to do? No, 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 no. You don't need to cook Elodie. Um. Oh, look at her. Oh, I need to turn on headline effects. Rhea, little Rhea. That's good. I remember that. Um. Yeah, I turned them on. But this is little Rhea, her familiar. She is sick right now, so I think I will have to take her to the vet. But I'm probably gonna do that off camera. Oh my gosh, she's foaming. Ooh, that's so bad. I'm gonna probably do that off camera. Um, but let me go ahead and reset Elodie quickly. So you guys can see how her outfits have changed. I did, make them lighter in color. So, this is, of course, her new everyday wear. I think it is so pretty, so 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 pretty. I like it. And I think it fits um the theme I'm going for. Then this right here is her formal and party wear. She does have like the little cap that the little headwear that the high ladies have. So she does have a circlet and a headwear. But this is her party and her formal wear, of course. And um this is her athletic wear. I did change up her athletic wear just a little bit. I gave her a light blue dress, a light blue skirt instead of the dark blue one she had beforehand. But she can get back inside her winter wear because it is pretty cold outside. I did make sure that this when I did transfer the save file to this world, it was snowy because that is what we were going into when we left off the last episode. So I think we were already in winter if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I'm going to cook. Do we have a butler? And I do want to bring over I do want to bring. Okay, look at her doing her job. I do want to bring over Hannah and her daughter because they did our portraits. Well, her daughter did our portraits, and Hannah, she has a very special place in my heart. I kind of have grown attached to her, so I don't want to lose her. So probably in the next episode, we are going to see some of those old people back in this version of this world of this save
Punch
file.
Victor.
Hopefully, um, okay, it looks like she is coming to make something to eat. I'm going to lock this door for everyone but Butler. I don't want them to make anything that is food because that is not your job. You are a princess. You do not need to cook anything. Oh, I need to start. I need to start inviting over the king of Holland. So actually, for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get. I'm gonna turn on the temperature to warmer. I'm going to get the queen. Does she know him? She doesn't. I'm gonna cut out right here, and I am going to get the queen to. I'm basically gonna tele. I'm gonna teleport him over here. I'm gonna just do that. Um, I don't even need to cut out. I'm just gonna teleport him over here. A sim, a world sim. She does know Vlad in the other save file, but I guess she doesn't know him in this one. Oh, and these are his sons. I think I mentioned them beforehand. Uh, I think I called him something else. I remember Victor, but I didn't remember his name. But his name is Lucifer. Prince Lucifer and Prince Victor Strahd. I'm going to go ahead and teleport Vlad here. Oh, he is menacing. Um, then I am going to do a royal greeting.
Susu.
All right, come on, get from under
You
one
know
another.
me.
You know, he's
Jan
kind of handsome
Sitch.
the way I've created him in this world. He is still a striking looking man, but he is also handsome. So I'm gonna add him to a group, and um then I am. Oh, I need to. My God. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna turn off. I'm gonna turn off autonomy. Then I'm going to go ahead and get Princess Elodie to get into her everyday wear. So the queen did say that she wants Princess Elodie to start attending more. She wants basically her daughters to start becoming more, you know, um, she wants them to. Oh, I probably should get her to sit here instead. Let's see. Sit. You can sit right here. But she does want her daughters to start becoming more into politics, because they are princesses. More so Elodie because she is the future of the queendom. But the queen is gonna come down here and get them to sit together. Lady Audra being the lady hand, the queen, she's also going to join in. We're not going to need a queen's guard this time because we are at the comforts of our own castle. And Vlad, he is one vampire against many witches, so I doubt he's gonna try to pull anything. But we are going to get him to come downstairs,
Uh,
and the
huh.
princesses, the eldest two princesses, they're going to join their
Suki.
mother.
Sure
Uh,
do.
Artemis won't come down. She won't be in council meetings often.
Hip
It's
hop.
really going to be Elodie who's going to be in council meetings often. But from time to time, uh, the princesses, I'm going to get the queen and get into her everyday wear as well. Dresser, everyday. But from time to time, and I did get rid of that belt. It was bothering me. especially while she was pregnant. It just kept clipping through her belly, so I just got rid of it. But I think the queen wanted. I think the queen wants Artemis to come down this time just to kind of introduce her to politics. But most times, it's going to mainly be Elodie inside of those council rooms because she is training Elodie to become the next queen. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Did he already make it down there? Yes, because oh, did he? No, he didn't. I mean, he did. What is she doing? No, I thought I turned the economy off. I did. I don't know why she's getting up to go talk to Moon. Sit down. But the queen has invited over. Sit back down. The queen has invited over King Vlad to go ahead and talk politics. Oh my God, Moon needs to leave. I'm gonna probably get Reagan to make her go to bed or something along those lines. Well, isn't it already her bed? Yeah. Uh, ask Horse to come in here. And where's Audra? Did I even? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna get you to stop that, and then I'm going to go ahead and teleport you down here. Well, I finally got everybody in here. Plus Moon. Oh my God, that doggone horse. I think I will have to lock the inside of the castle to her because this is going to become out of hand. I don't even know how she got through this wall, this door right here. I would think this would be too big for her. Yes, the queen is talking to. We're gonna get her to talk to Vlad. We're gonna get the princesses to greet him. They have never greeted him before, so this is going to be interesting.
Hakyoin Limla? Kibaya!
But I am gonna go ahead and come back, you guys. Also I did add a new rule. So there is a potential of something happening here, guys. Let me actually go to my rules here and actually go look at them before I say anything. Um, so it says here, if you roll a die, you will roll a die to see to decide how the event went. If you roll a 3, negotiations for an arranged marriage will begin. Your prince slash heir, will be paired with the foreign ruler's son slash daughter, forming an alliance between your two realms. You can decide which child gets married. Um, that's the new thing that has been added with the diplomacy stuff with the foreign rulers and stuff like that. So there is a potential that the queen will arrange a marriage. So we are here with the die, and we are now going to go ahead and roll to see how this meeting with King Vlad will go, whether or not we're going to lose money, gain money, or we're going to go ahead and go to war with him as well as arrange a marriage with him. So let's go ahead and get the 10-sided die out. And now we're going to go ahead and roll. So, go. Oh my God. Oh my, let me read my rules correctly. Let me read my rules correctly before I, yep. So negotiations for an arranged marriage is going to be ensued. I'll see you guys back in the game. Okay, so we are indeed back in the game, guys. Um, and King Vlad has brought up with the Queen that he thinks that an arranged marriage between their two countries with one of his sons would prove fruitful for both of their for both of their realms. Um, and you know, I you know, ugh, this is very interesting. Vlad is looking, his eyes. I thought they were looking at the queen, but they're not. He's he's looking at Princess Elodie. He has his eyes on Princess Elodie to be married. I feel like he does have his eyes on Princess Elodie to be married to one of his sons. Look at him. He's looking at her. Yeah. He sees a potential queen in Elodie, and he is looking to make sure that his son, one of them, is married to a potential queen. And, you know, I think the queen is hearing this.
Yaba.
And she's very shocked
Sula.
by this offering. And the queen, I feel like would disregard this at first, but I feel like Vlad um would tell the queen
Dag. Uh-huh.
that,
True. Ah.
oh, look at this. Artemis is not liking this. She's like, what? She's like, what? A marriage between us and your unpure, your demonized culture. Like, why would we marry outside of our own culture? Like, why would we marry outside of our own race? I feel like that's along these witches are about blood purity. They marry amongst themselves. They will even go to the extremes of inbreeding when the time does come, because they want to preserve their silver hair and their pink and purple eyes and their witchery. They do not want to let that go. They they want to make sure that they preserve their magic.
Oh.
They want to make sure that they have their magic
Sambo.
for centuries to come. They don't announce as heir. He's already a king. They do not. They don't want. They don't want to. They don't want this. I feel like the princesses, especially, because they have been raised and taught that they would have concubines. They are not raised to be married to anybody. Marriage is not something that's on their mind because they are potential queens. They are not liking this idea, I feel. And the queen, I feel like she is not too. I feel like she's a little dismissive about this. She's like, no, I'm not about to marry my daughters off. This is not the ways of our culture. This is not the ways of our kingdom. We do not we don't we don't have husbands to make sure that we are protecting our kingdom, to make sure that we have a strong realm. But I think Vlad, he
Clone.
would remind the
Zorbo.
queen that
Taka.
having
Boo.
his empire as a close ally to his kingdom would
Sula.
prove fruitful, would strengthen them,
Ah,
would um
Yanabi. Parsagap
it
Brave.
would
And Zerba. Maranoi.
this it would
Benina
oh my
Benitla.
god. Yeah, the princesses are not liking this. They're not liking this. They're like, can you leave? They are not liking this at all. They're like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to get me to marry one of your demon, unpure sons? These witches are all about purity. They're all about purity. Anybody that's not them is not pure. They look down on people that that are not witches. This is in their nature. It's in their nature. This is the way that they were taught. Um, but you know, I think Vlad is trying to tell the queen, like, this would show other realms that you're not someone to really mess with. Like, the other kingdoms are already fearful of you, but with me by your side, a vampire king and a prince consort next to your daughter that is a vampire himself, it would strengthen both of our realms. Um, and his price, I feel like, is very reasonable. I mean, not his price, um his reasonings are very reasonable. And I find that very interesting that he wants um, that he wants to strengthen his own empire by sending one of his sons over here to marry one of these princesses. But I'm pretty sure he's looking to Princess Elodie. He wants his son to be married to a future queen. And I don't even think he would have used Prince Consort. I think he would have used King Consort. Because, the vampires are pretty misogynistic. I think that Vlad has a major respect for Queen Orlin because she is a woman and she's a, very she's a powerful woman. She's didn't I mean she didn't do all of this on her own. She had to help, but she did carve out this kingdom. You know, she's a warrior queen. Um, she conquered these lands. She made a home here and named her queendom Sirius. Look at her. She's like, no. She's like, I don't think this is a good idea. Um, and I'm actually not going to solidify this arrangement today. I'm going to have this be it might get solidified next episode, but the queen is definitely is going to ponder on this. But you know, I think that he does respect her in a way because she is a woman, who made herself, who is a queen in her own right. And though they are pretty misogynistic, I think he likes the fiery spirit that Queen Orlin has, and he wants he wants for his son to one of them.
Skooma.
I don't know which one.
Nibs.
But
Uh-huh.
he wants for his son
Uh-huh.
to
Yerno unga.
be a part
Guma.
of this equation, essentially.
Bosanor Valpy.
I don't know
Valpy.
how else to explain this. I mean, give me your thoughts down in the comments below.
Uh-huh.
That would be really interesting. But um, King Vlad here has plans to arrange a marriage, and I think that the queen is I think that Vlad has asked the queen for everyone. Well, I think that he has asked the queen if they could have some alone time. And she probably looked at him like, "What are you talking about, alone time?" In terms of like trying to keep her safety. Um, but he's like, I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to talk to you, um, about the situation. And I think that the queen is going to go ahead and tell her daughters to leave. I'm going to cancel these actions. And she's also going to tell the Lady Hand to leave. I think the Lady Hand probably is in disagreement as well because if anything, her daughters, if any of the queen's daughters should be married to anybody, it should be to one of her sons. They are pure blood. They are of which descent? Why should um why should the princesses marry outside of their purity? Why? But Lady Audra, she's going to go ahead and leave. I don't know. Let's get them to maybe Lady Audra will come over here and pray and ask the goddess to guide them in this coup.
Fanid
I
Mitva.
think that the queen has sent them away because she is secretly agreeing with Vlad. And though she was opposed to this at first, I think that Orlin, she's getting older now. Um, she's pregnant with her last child. She believes, at least. Um, we know it's her last kid, but Queen Orlin also feels like this is going to be her last child. She's getting older. Her daughters are getting older. Um, and you know, she doesn't know what's going to happen to her queendom, happen to her daughters after her death. So she does want to make sure that, you know, her queendom is strong after she passes away. Um, so after some convincing from Vlad, she is going to go ahead and arrange a marriage for,
Skooma.
and I feel like he's very much saying that it should be for Elodie, um, to further protect your bloodline, to make sure that um, your daughter will have a strong consort to protect her
Jamanix.
reign.
Uh-huh.
So I'm actually gonna cancel this.
Dee-da.
Oh, where did he go? Oh, the chair's in the way. I want to take a picture of this. I'm turn on headline effects. I'm gonna turn it off. Headline effects off, and I'm gonna come over here to take a picture of this.
La Susa.
Hmm. Which son should we pick? I think I made it to where Lucifer was older, so I don't think that it would be logical to make Lucifer the prince to marry Elodie because um he would technically be the heir to him. Victor I did make a little bit younger, so I didn't really think that through. He is my favorite. But um we are gonna go with Prince Victor um because he is the closest in age to Princess Elodie, and I don't think he's probably a lot older than Elodie, but he's younger than Lucifer, and he's not the heir to his father. So let's go ahead and um, get this arrangement together. But yes, Vlad definitely wanted to make sure with Elodie to further protect. Well, I feel like it's more so Vlad trying to gain power and means over here in these politics, to be honest. But I feel like the queen probably prefers Elodie because she is a future queen of their realm. She's like, oh my god. Let's shake on his head back down. Come on, shake on it. Oh, this missed. And she's looking from above. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and. Huh? Why
Pomereth.
his eyes look like that? Anyway, Elodie is not betrothed to Prince Victor and will be able to marry when both reach adulthood. I wonder if she has a. Yup. She doesn't know that she's been betrothed off yet, but
Wisub.
she does not know she's been betrothed
Yabasane.
yet. Oh, is it snowing? I mean, I know it's snowing, but is the snow on the ground? Oh, it's beginning to. But I think Princess Elodie is definitely going to find out about this betrothal next episode. But the queen did cave in, and now Prince Victor is betrothed to the queen. I did say I was going to let the queen give birth this episode, but I feel like this episode has run too
Umida.
long. So I'm
Uh-huh.
Tiba
going to go
Manza
ahead and
Zemonis
just
Arrow.
wait for this pregnancy to
Camus Band
kind of blow
Trip.
off.
Cheflet.
I'm gonna
California.
just wait till she
Apollo
gives birth
Shaba.
next episode.
Crescent.
And then we oh, end this quest. I'm gonna just wait till she gives birth next episode, so that this episode won't be too long. But
Huh?
anyway, no.
Ooh.
My name is ronaldthesimmer, guys, and I'll see you all
Uh.
next episode or
Lupacina.
next time.
Arpanaya.
Bye
Blah blah blah.
bye.
Sicker fish yikla. Yaba.